welcome back to the Brianna and Devin Toy channel. So in today's video, I am going to be showing you guys how to make your very own Among Us plush using some fluffy socks. And yeah, so this is a really cheap DIY and I'm so excited to do it. Basically today I'm going to be making my Among Us character in the game. So for me, I am a purple Among Us character with a flower on top. So for this one, if you have this video is basically going to explain how to make your base Among Us plush, and then if you guys want me to show you guys how to make like different hats, make sure to comment that down below and I will certainly do that if you want me to. But today I'm going to show you how to make the flower hat. So yeah, without further ado, let's just get right on into the video. So basically for this video, for this DIY, you're going to need some fluffy socks and you're just gonna need the color of your Among Us character, and then if you have a hat, you wanna get the colors of your hat as well. And you're also going to need either a light blue or a white sock for the, face, like the front of it, if you guys know what I'm talking about. And you're also going to need something to draw outlines. I'm just using this Sharpie right here. And then you're also going to need either like a sewing machine or a needle and thread. And I recommend using thread that's kind of like the same color as your fluffy sock, but since it is a fluffy sock, the color of the thread shouldn't matter that much. I don't have any purple thread, so I'm actually just going to use this pink thread, and then obviously a needle as well. Alright guys, so we are going to start off with the sock that is the color of your Among Us character's body. So I'm going to use a purple sock like I said before, and basically you just want to turn it inside out and make sure to turn it inside out, and then you basically just flatten it out like this with the heel right here, and then you want to kind of like fold your heel back like this, and then take your Sharpie or whatever marker you're using to draw out lines and kind of just draw out the feet like this. And by the way guys, this does not have to be perfect at all. Like, it's actually better if you don't make it perfect because it gives it some character, So now once you have this, you're going to take your needle and thread, and now basically all you're going to do is just stitch along this line right here that you made with your marker. Alrighty guys, so now that you have, or now once you've sewn along your two legs, you can't really see mine, but trust me, it is sewn together. Now all you want to do is just basically cut, not exactly on the line because then you'll have to do your whole stitching over again, but you just want to kind of cut along, like 1 centimeter around, kind of like that. So you'll see what I mean. Kind of like that. So don't cut on your stitches, just remember that. And now you can discard this for a second, but make sure you still have it around because we're going to need to put that little pack on the crewmate's back. So just set that to the side. And now basically you want to make a very, very, and I mean very, tiny hole right where, the blue part would go. Where like the face would go. So now once you've made that hole, just go ahead and flip your crewmate inside out. Alright, so as you guys can kind of see, unfortunately I have like a mark on mine right here because I made a mistake. I actually filmed this kind of like before what you're watching, and I actually forgot to turn mine inside out. So make sure you don't forget to turn yours inside out in the beginning, because if you forget, you will likely make a pretty bad mistake like this. And I'm just hoping that it will come out in the wash, but this is basically what your crewmate will look like. So now all you have to do is go ahead and stuff him or her. I forgot to include stuffing in the materials list, so I'm really sorry about that. But now all you need to do is stuff. Alright guys, so this is what my plushie is looking like so far. I'm super mad about this. I cannot believe I messed up on that. So make sure you guys don't make the same mistake. But yeah, I think it is looking really nice so far and I really love it. So now we are going to make the face part. So if you have a light gray, light blue, or a white colored sock, go ahead and get that out. And basically you just want to trim off the top part of your sock. And I'm just gonna do about that. And then you don't need the rest of that sock. And now you are left with this sort of thing. So I'm just going to kind of trim it like that. And now I'm just gonna basically cut an oval. I'm going to cut an oval just so it can fit around my Among Us plush. So I'm basically just going to eyeball this. Alrighty guys, so here I have my oval and it should fit right on top of the plush. This is a little big and don't worry, you want it to be a little bit bigger than you need because we're also going to stuff this, and for some reason my sock has this like thing on the back, so if your sock has that too, don't worry because that's just going to be hidden once we sew it together. But basically you just want to go ahead and get your needle and thread again, and I'm basically just going to do a stitch around the whole thing. So if you don't know what I mean, this is what it's going to look like. Alright guys, so now once you have a stitch around the whole thing, all you want to do is grab some stuffing, and you don't really need that much stuffing for this, just like a little ball. And then you just want to kind of pull everything to kind of make like an oval shape, if you know what I mean. So this is what mine looks like. And then if I just put it right on top of the crewmate, it should look kind of like that. And now I'm just gonna go ahead and sew this on. Okay guys, so now once you have sewn on your little face part of the plush, it should look like this. So yeah, now the next part is to sew on like the back thing that is on like an Among Us crewmate, you know what I'm saying? So basically you want to take the sock, like the scrap that you had from before, basically just the leftover part of the sock, and you want to go to the part where you didn't cut from. So it would be the top of the sock, like where you would put in your foot. And for some reason mine has this like stuff on it, but I don't think it should matter because we are going to turn this back the right way. So this is like the perfect width if you put it against your crewmate like that. And basically you just want to kind of draw a line, and you can just eyeball this, but just like that, so we have something that you can just like cut a straight line across. So this is what it should look like now. I actually didn't cut enough, so it's kind of short if I do it this way, but if I flip it around this way, I think that is like the perfect amount. So now I'm gonna go ahead and basically just sew both of these sides shut, and then once I'm done sewing, just make sure you leave like a little hole like that, just so you can turn it back inside out and also stuff it. Alrighty, so now I have basically everything sewed up. I have this sewed and also the majority of this, but I just left that little hole like I told you guys to. So now I'm just going to turn this thing inside out. This is what the little pack looks like so far. I really like it and I think it is super cute, so definitely recommend adding this to your little crewmate plush. Super cute. So now we're basically just going to stuff this and then put it on the plush. Now once you have stuffed it, this is what the little, I don't know what to call this. I'm just gonna call it the pillow because it looks like a mini pillow, kind of. So now your little pillow should look like this, and all you gotta do now is just go ahead and close up that gap. So now we're going to attach this to the back of the crewmate, and it's okay if it looks a little lopsided because you don't want everything to be perfect. And also, I don't know about your sock, but my sock kind of stretches. Like if I stretch it a little bit, so I think that's pretty cool. And you can just kind of like stretch it the way you want it to be. So now I'm just going to basically stitch this right on top of the Among Us plush, basically like that. Okay guys, so now this is how your crewmate should look like so far. So I'm gonna show you guys today how to make the pink flower, like I said in the intro. So yeah, and if you want to see how to make any other hats, make sure to comment those down below and I will make a video on how to make those as well. So for this, all you wanna do is take your Sharpie, well first, take your pink sock and then flip it inside out. And then you wanna take or put the heel down like this, and then take your Sharpie and basically just make the outline of all the petals. And now once you have all of your petals, just go ahead and use some thread to stitch all of them. You basically just want to do what you did before for the body and just stitch along the lines that you made, and then after that just go ahead and cut them out, not directly on the line because you will break the stitches that you just made, so make sure you cut it out like a centimeter away from the line. Alright guys, so here's what my flower looks like. So I forgot to film it, so sorry about that, but I went ahead and cut out everything, all of the little petals, and then I basically forgot to tell you guys, but make sure you don't sew around the whole outline that you drew because you want to leave a little spot so you can turn it back inside out. That is a very important step, so don't forget to do that. So once you have your petals all individually spread out, all you want to do is grab your needle and thread and basically just sew them together. I kind of went like through the end or like the bottom of them and then just kind of attach them together, if that makes any sense. And then once you've done that, you just kind of want to go to the back and then do some stitches just to make sure everything is super secure. And then if you find that your petals are kind of like really spread out, you can even just use some thread to go around them even higher to make them kind of more scrunched in, if you know what I mean. But yeah, now we have the flower, and now you're going to need like some sort of bead or like, I don't know, something really small and yellow. You can even use like another yellow fluffy sock to cut out the circle, but I'm just gonna use this little yellow bead. Really, you can use whatever round yellow thing you want, but I'm just gonna basically sew this on. It's pretty self-explanatory. Alright, there's my little bead, and this actually is starting to look like a flower now, which is so exciting. Hopefully that's like in focus for you guys. There you go. Alright guys, so this kind of got cut off, but I basically just sewed the flower onto my crewmate. So this is how it looks. I kind of just sewed it on the back, like put my needle into the purple part, then back up through the pink, and then just kept doing that until I liked how it kind of looked on the crewmate, and I like how this looks. So now it is time to make the leaf. So we're gonna take a green sock or whatever kind of fabric you want that is green, and then we're going to turn it inside out. Again, make sure to turn it inside out. And then once your sock is turned inside out, we're just gonna basically draw a leaf kind of shape. I'm just gonna actually use this because it's already kind of like a half circle. And then I'm just gonna kind of draw a little leaf. Now all I'm gonna do is take my needle and thread and then sew along this line like we've been doing, but make sure you leave a little spot so then when you go to cut it out, you can turn it back like the right way, inside out again. Okay guys, so here is the finished Among Us plush. Oh my goodness, I love it so much. I basically just sewed on the leaf. I don't know if I already explained that, but I just think it looks awesome. And also the leaf kind of looks like a headband a little bit because it kind of goes across the head. So yeah, this is the finished product. I really hope I can somehow get these Sharpie stains out. So yeah guys, here is the amazing Among Us plush. I'm obsessed with this. I literally cannot believe that now I have my character or my crewmate in Among Us in my hands right here, right now. Here's everything. This came a little lopsided, but it's okay. I think it gives it character, and yeah. So here we have it. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I certainly enjoyed making the plush. It's actually pretty easy to make. Like, yeah. Make sure to comment down below if you want me to show you guys how to make any more hats. And also make sure to give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Also subscribe to my channel to see more fun videos like this one. And once you've done that, click that little notification bell to be notified whenever I upload. And you can also comment down below any video suggestions or anything you like. So yeah, that's about it. See you guys next time. Bye!